Hey guys, just going to grab some tackle bags out of the back of the truck here, full of our new accessories. I'm going to run you through how we use all our individual accessories and how they're going to help you on your next fishing adventure. So I've got our small and our large tackle bag there, 45 and 65 litres. Wait till you see how much gear we can fit in these bags. So I've come into the shop here, we've got the 45 and the 65 litre bag, chockers full of gear. So I'll show exactly what we take on our trips, how it's going to help your fishing adventures, and essentially just show you how each individual accessory works. Starting with the big 65 litre version. First things first, we open the safety pocket, get out the mobile phone, hopefully that doesn't ring. Then opening the commercial grade plastic zippers that do not corrode. 2 full supply pouches. 1 very full lure roll. So we like to keep basically our larger tackle bags set up for our topwater fishing and then the smaller tackle bags set up for our jigging and plastics fishing. So here I have our lure roll. Can guarantee biggest lure roll on the market. I've got over 40 stick baits and poppers here, from 50 mil right up to 240 mil. It holds everything you could ever need. Leader, pliers, gloves, hooks, it's all in here ready for a full day's topwater fishing. Now, a few of the key features of this bag, obviously it's got the mesh drainage system, very easy to hose everything down at the end of the day. We've got the oversized pocket here, great for your leader, your pliers, your gloves, that kind of thing. We've got Velcro on every compartment, never going to corrode. This thing has no metal on it, it's built extremely tough and will hold up to about 40 lures depending on the size of stick baits and poppers you want to throw in it. Full of stick baits and poppers ready for your next adventure. Now moving on to the smaller 45 litre tackle bag, which we like to keep purely for our jigging and soft plastics fishing. We've got a supply pouch, smaller size. Got a hoodie in there, gimbal, and 2 jig wallets. One set up with drunk skunks and butterballs, the other set up purely with haymakers. And then in the side pocket here, we've got a clean jersey if you want to get covered in fish slime. Now moving on to our supply pouches, we've got a smaller version here and the larger version. Now the key word with our supply pouches is versatility. You can use these things for just about everything. Right now, we've got this one set up for our soft plastics fishing. In the back here, we've got some sunscreen, we've got jig heads in the middle. This bag right here is set up with our coffee and cooking equipment at the front, and then we've got some spare backup grizzly trebles in the back. So you can see they are very versatile and you can basically use them to segment and separate your tackle according to your next adventure. Now with all of our accessories, you will notice a theme. Everything is built using the same high quality componentry. We've got the thick new Gen 2 fabric, we've got the thick commercial grade plastic zips that will never corrode on you, and everything has our mesh drainage system so you can wash everything down at the end of your trip. Our small supply pouch here, I'm going to run you through what we keep in this smaller version. In the middle compartment, it's built perfectly to keep your tackle trays with jig heads, that kind of thing. In the front of this one, we have plastics, leader, and a handful of shads underneath. And on the back side here, we've got some ever trusty sunscreen, leader, backup jig heads, and then some scissors. Now in one of the larger supply pouches here, this is actually the cameraman's supply pouch, and you'll see he's got his headphones in here, a waterproof wet weather bag, cleaning station, and then in the middle, what's he keeping in here? He's got a notebook, some pens, and on the other side, he's got a Stella, which probably has camera gear in it, and charger points. Again, just showing how versatile these supply pouches are. Now both the small and the large supply pouch will fit in both size tackle bags, the small and the large, so you can mix them accordingly. And like I said, the key thing about the supply pouches is versatility. You can use them to your own needs and they are a very handy thing to have in the tackle bag. Now moving on to our jig wallets. We like to take 2 jig wallets on our trips because we do a lot of long range trips, and we might keep, say, haymakers in one jig wallet and then butterballs in the other, and then a few knife jigs tucked into the back if we do hit some deep water situations. These things are built extremely tough. They can hold over 40 jigs, which kind of gets them to about 7 up to 10 kilos. So they are built tough, so they can hold a lot of weight. Now, a few of the features of these jig wallets, you'll notice on the front here, we've got a mesh pocket that we like to keep backup assist hooks, and you can chuck your gloves and maybe some small pliers, that kind of thing in there. When you do open up the front page of the jig wallet, you'll notice it's designed for your smaller, slower fall jigs. So we've got this jig wallet packed out with butterballs on the front side here, and then on the back side, we've got our longer knife jigs. Now, you'll notice a really cool feature about these jig wallets is you can actually install your jigs rigged, ready for action. You don't need to rig them after you go. So we like to keep all of our jigs in here rigged, ready to rock and roll. Now, on the back side here, you'll notice we have got our knife jigs, and you can keep, look, depending on the size of the jig, we often put, say, 2 or 3 knife jigs per sleeve, so you can absolutely fill this thing out chock-a-block. Right here, you'll notice we've got our larger 350 gram Drunk Skunk rigged, so they are very long and they can basically handle any knife jig on the market. And look, lastly, we've got obviously 2 size tackle bags, our smaller 45 litre and then the jumbo 65 litre. Both bags are set up exactly the same. There's 3 external pockets and then 3 internal pockets with the large center section. Now, on the top side here, you'll notice we have a big mesh pocket. The great thing is it's visual, so you can chuck whatever you visually want to see inside of it. Internally here, so much storage. We've got the 3 external pockets, the 3 internal pockets. Now, with our tackle bags, essentially they are just designed to be built extremely tough to handle the elements that fishermen throw at them. They do fit all of our accessories. Both the smaller and the larger size tackle bag can fit all the accessories that you're ever going to need inside. Well, there you have it, our Missing at Sea Gen 2 accessories. Now, if you are like me and you hate scrambling around the garage, getting ready for a last minute trip, the greatest thing about these accessories is you have everything packed and organised, ready for that trip or that last minute call. So we're going to pack everything now back into these bags and get ready for the next adventure. Well, there you have it, our Missing at Sea Gen 2 accessories. Now, if you're looking for some storage solutions, jump onto our website and take a look. The products are available individually or as some bundles, so you can kind of load up on all the accessories that you need. Thank you for watching. We're going to go get ready for the next adventure.